Go. All right. Well, okay. That's the alarm to let people know that we are on tonight. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We are Sisters on God. Welcome to episode number 5. I am the Cat's Meow and
The authentic sister.
Authentic Sister, y'all. And tonight's episode is going to be envy. Now, this of course, like with all of our conversations, they can always go in several different directions. Um, when you talk about envy, man, that's a wide spectrum of a conversation all in itself because envy just it's like little fingers, it just sprattles all over the place. But I think the envy that we're going to talk about tonight is going to be one that you deal with amongst your own friends and family, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that one that you think other people that are in your circle are happy for you and rejoicing in whatever it is that you're doing at this point in your life, and all the while secretly they
That's
are,
not what it is.
that's
Yeah.
not what it is at all. Yeah. So we thought we would talk about it, so let's talk about it. How do you deal with envy when it hits so close to home? How
Yeah.
do you handle it? And I think
hmm
that's the question. How do you handle envy when it hits so close to home? Because the envy that isn't so close to home, I think as adults, I think that we can, oh, I got the
Dismiss
wrong
it.
thing up.
Yeah.
I got see you next time. That's not what I meant to be putting up there. There we go. How about starting the show?
Mhm.
Sorry. Yeah, that envy from like your coworkers or your neighbor or a friend at the church or someone you know at your grocery store, anything
Yeah.
besides the immediate your immediate circle. I think
hmm
that we can handle that type of envy for the most part. We can handle that and keep it on pushing.
hmm
It's
hmm
that envy that's right in your camp.
hmm
That's
Yeah.
the so what do you do? How do you handle it when it's in your camp?
Okay. For me, earlier in my life, it was a major bother. It
Mm-hmm.
was because it's to the point for me when blessings do happen, I wouldn't know how to say them because I didn't want to disturb somebody else's.
Joy.
Yeah. So it's like I didn't think I was supposed to have joy
Wow.
because somehow it felt like it was a bother to someone else to do that. So I
Mm-hmm.
will, it's almost like you want to hide anything that good's happening, just
That's
not to,
that's sad.
no. And that was my life.
Wow.
I did not, I remember, and the funny thing is, I've been a loner and I've not had for my whole life, but I look like I do. So most
Mm-hmm.
time I'm envied based on how I look because per people's perception, I look like I have something. And believe it or
Mm-hmm.
not, it would surprise me the people that felt, had feelings to I still don't understand it. I still battle it. It's just that I'm
Right.
getting in the frame of mind where I start to just I cannot think about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have to try not to. Let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
hmm And that's why when we have the conversations and it sounds like, I'm like, I'm not gonna let that, that's me trying to tell myself to. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that I'm good at it. It's just I
Mm-hmm.
have to remind myself to be okay,
Right.
regardless of how anyone else feel.
I mean, isn't
It's a
that
struggle.
something?
It
That
is a
is a
struggle.
struggle. And I said how sad, because the one thing that we should be able to enjoy in
It
this life
celebrates something.
is
Hmm.
celebrate the good things that happen to you and for you and through you and with you and
Hmm.
around you. And when you have to muzzle that and you have to quiet down your light so
Hmm.
that the other person who feels like you are outshining them,
Hmm.
you
To
don't get
even it
to
out. Yeah.
you don't even get to dwell in the existence of what you were put here to
Hmm.
do.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that's what's sad. That's what's
Hmm.
sad. And that's envy for you at its
Hmm.
finest.
At its
Absolutely.
finest.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
sometimes I think that's kind of subconsciously
Mhm.
is one of the reasons why I probably haven't reached further in life. And it and to be honest with you, talking about this topic, you said earlier, do you know the reason why I was so vague with answer because there is so many answers inside me on that topic
Right.
to the point that I literally can go into depression from it because I know the destruction that happened because of it within
Mhm.
myself. That
Mhm.
that whole self love and everything is always, like you said, it's always trying to lower your light at all means to be okay with people who should be happy for something good
Right.
happening to you.
Because aren't we all climbing the same mountain trying to get
Well,
somewhere?
obviously we ain't.
So I guess not, because only some get to enjoy.
Yeah, or feel that they should be at
Right.
another level.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it is a sticky topic for me
It
because
is.
I still struggle. I know sometimes I will talk to my husband and, so he's like, it's just what you're thinking. No, it's not just what I'm thinking.
Right.
When you've lived this so long, ooh, you know every signs to it.
Mhm.
I am high vibrational. That's the
Mhm.
thing that I didn't even know. You know, people envy me just for the vibration.
Just for who you are.
You ever been to a party and you go in, and I don't have on no Gucci or no, I have on just regular stuff. But the light that's coming
The
in is the
everybody
Gucci
turns
lift. Girl,
around
I
and
don't
watches
outdo
you
Gucci.
as you walk in the room. Absolutely.
I just
Yes.
me.
Yes.
And
I command
the
the crowd.
the hate is like real. You have women that looking at me cross-eyed. Man, I walked in with my husband. I don't want yours.
Right?
but because I'm happy, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So because of it, most time I either, well, that's one of the things I grew up from though. I stopped making that make me stop
Mhm.
being happy where I
Mhm.
like at a party. Cause you already know musical is our life, right?
Right.
Once I get there and that music start playing, man, if you're gonna hate, you're just gonna fall
You
out
just
hating.
go right on ahead and hate.
That's
I
the only time.
I have a saying. I've always said, "Oh, they love to hate me."
Yep, there. Yeah.
They
That's saying
do.
right there. Mm-hmm.
They love to hate me, and that's okay. You know what I said last night? Everybody's not gonna like you, and you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna like everybody. And
It's
so I
true.
take that with a grain of salt. That's
It's true,
fine.
yeah. Yeah.
But when we are talking about people that are in our immediate circle, the
It
ones
hurts so
that,
much.
yes, the ones that's supposed to be there to uphold you and be that little bit of rock for you, because I don't expect for somebody to be 100% the rock, because he is that rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I do
Mm-hmm.
expect you to hold some accountability in this relationship. And the accountability does not look like envy. That's
Right.
the accountability that
Mm-hmm.
I have. I have someone that I know really close to me that they say that they cannot be happy for you if they don't have it too.
Yes. Yes.
You
And
can't be
isn't
happy.
that sad though?
That is sad.
But how happy really are you if
How
that's how
happy
you think?
are you?
That don't sound like a happy person's thought.
No. So you can't be happy for me if you don't get it too. And there's one of the problems that's wrong with the world.
Period. Period.
Yeah.
And for people like me and you, well, I know for me for sure, my son is so loud.
Welcome to
I'm trying to not
Startup
hear him, and I'm
Podcast.
hearing him. And
Look,
all I'm tempted to do is just holler out, could you?
you just be quiet. It's a simultaneous
But I have to
podcast.
record out here, so here we go.
There we go.
Just a little glitch in life. See,
This
it's
is
full
the
of glitches,
story
boy.
that we will have to look back on and
That's
remember
true.
this time and when we first started our podcast and where we
Right.
came up
Because
from.
we live now. What you gonna do when you
We
live? You
can't
can't
do
pause it.
nothing.
So I got to just
I'll
roll with
tell
it.
him next time. Shut up, boy.
And you know how when we were doing that picture, you're trying to pretend that you and you just like how do I
How do we act like that sounds not actually going on
ah,
behind me?
you
Oh,
know, and but
big
yes,
squirrel.
that has been a struggle
Yeah,
till this very day. It's
yeah.
envy. And it's there and the funny thing is there's nothing we don't control people. We could only but heal ourselves and hope that we don't well, I don't know if you were born with that. I don't even know how that's the thing. I don't know
I
where
don't
it comes
know.
from. Is it a brokenness? I don't know. Because I don't remember ever envying anyone. I mean, people
No.
have what they have. I might wish to have something like, wow, it must be nice,
I
But
mean,
I
I
ain't
wish
mad at
that
you
I
for
was
having
Michael
it
Jackson's sister, but I didn't go around hating everybody that liked.
because I don't have
I
it.
meant Janet Jackson's sister, not Michael, even though they're the same.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. Is it a breakdown somewhere? What makes one? Because I think it's one of the seven deadly sins, isn't it? Envy.
Envy? Yes, it is.
It
Yes,
is a sin. It
absolutely.
has to be because it is so ugly. It is a
It
ugly
is
behavior.
it's a part of jealousy.
It
It is
is.
a part of
It
that
is.
ugly green monster.
Yes.
Yes.
Yup. That
Yep.
right there.
And it
I've
don't
had
matter
people.
whether it's your sister, your mother, your
It doesn't
brother,
matter
your
who.
uncle, your husband, your wife, your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. That
And
monster goes across
the
bloodline.
board. Yup. And I have mentioned that. I don't remember who I was talking to. And I said, do you know even your child can envy you?
That's right.
Even your children.
Yes.
And sometimes it's not that consciously they even really want to. But what I realized, like that saying, misery love company, when
Yeah.
somebody is not at their best,
Mm-hmm.
somehow it's so much easier for that enemy to be a part of them.
Come up in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But one of the things is if you could catch yourself when you're doing it, it'd have been one. But half the
Sorry,
time,
you sounded like Bugs Bunny there for a minute.
just catch yourself. But it isn't. And
I
that's self-searching and
That's
self-love.
searching.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
definitely something that is broken within that human
Mm-hmm.
being for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing that you could ever do to help that person get past that.
They have to want to
But
do that
they
themselves.
have
Mm-hmm.
to they have to see it within themselves
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
order to even want to.
Know what to do, right? And
Most of
see
the
how ugly it
time,
looks. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
most of the time, you can't tell them that that is a
Oh,
trait.
you can't.
No.
That's another thing. So
That
it's like, how do you even highlight something for someone. And like I've heard this saying, um, if you're afraid to offend, you
Hmm.
cannot be truthful.
You can't be
That is the
truthful,
most amazing phrase I've ever heard.
isn't it?
You know? So how do you tell someone that, what you're doing is ugly?
Right.
I mean, you could do it and hope to
I mean, I
God.
can.
Right. I know. But the thing is though, the funny thing is you said it. When it comes to the immediate inner circle people, it becomes more difficult.
Yes. Yep. Because we're stepping on emotions,
There you go.
and we're trying not to be offensive, and
Hmm.
because this is the immediate circle, so
The
you tend to
immediate
have
circle.
your heart
Hmm.
is more
Yeah.
on your
You don't want
sleeve.
you don't want them to cast you out or burn you at the stake.
Yes.
You still kind of want the
Yes.
family thing. If
Yep.
it's your mom, you still kind of want the mother thing. If it's your children, you still have to love your child.
That's right.
So
That's
then
right.
that makes it a whole different ball game when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the immediate. Now the outside people, girl, I could
Yes,
wrap that up quick.
exactly.
Matter
There's a
of
way
fact,
to
I don't
deal
even
with
have to
that.
give a damn what they
Right.
feel. I
Right.
just remove myself.
Yep.
But how do you remove yourself from your immediate people?
Yeah. And is removal, is that an option? Is that a choice? That's a
Yeah.
because who wants to go
Well,
get
it's
rid
kind
of
of can be
family
both.
and friends? I mean, come
Hmm.
on, we already live a secluded life as it is. Now I gotta go figuring out whether I need to pluck you because you are
You
envious of
ain't
what
getting it.
I am or
Hmm.
what I have or
Hmm.
what I do,
Hmm.
but you were given your own set of gifts and talents, and this
Hmm.
is stuff that I can't do.
Do you know? You remember I said that in my earlier days, and that's why it's a struggle. Even me being creative, I'm envied for that.
Yes.
And in my mind, that's survival for me. I'm
Right.
not trying to just be so creative. I'm not Martha Stewart and just do. I'm just trying to live.
You're not
And
Susie
you sitting
Homemaker.
over there mad at me because I just made a slipper or an earring. Oh my God, I just need this dollar. That's where that's coming from. And I'm just really grateful that the Almighty has blessed
Gave
my
you the
mind and
talent.
my hand to be able to feed myself.
That's
So, what am I
right.
going to do? Every time, and I used to feel this way, and I used to catch myself when I'm doing it. I would explain that. Would you believe, girl?
Wow.
I would explain the reason why I'm able to make a planter. Why am I explaining
Wow.
it? So that you don't
Who
feel
else has
bad
to
that you can't
explain
make
their
one.
gift or their talent? Who else has to explain theirs?
And that, so this envy thing is real for me.
Yeah.
And it is a brokenness within me
Yes.
to be letting that be something that can actually destroy me. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a brokenness too.
Mm-hmm.
And being empathic, that's some people think it's a good thing. That mess is really, it's a
Yeah.
lot for me to be an empath
Yeah.
because I have to suffer so much pain from that.
Right.
Because being an empath around people who are like that is not fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Yep. So what do you suggest us
You know
just
what it
to
is?
be happy and do what we gotta do?
Yeah. And as you get older, you start realizing now we are kind of on self preservation, child. I'm just trying to stay alive.
Exactly.
So then now, like we've said before, now I have to just pick my poison.
Right.
If you're full of envy and not trying to repair yourself or see that your ways is just ugh,
Yep.
I might have to take a step back, regardless of who you are. In order to be okay with me, I have to step back.
Because we have come to the point that we matter too.
There you go.
We're important too.
So now you have to just start choosing yourself.
Yes.
Because, like
And
I
that's what
told you,
it
I
is.
would dim my light to let others shine.
Yep.
I can't do that no
Yep.
more. I've
Yep.
destroyed as much as I can destroy. I have to live a little bit now. And
Yes.
I just choose me.
That's right.
I choose to choose me.
Yep.
So go deal with that on your own. Go seek
You
Jesus.
figure
Go
your
talk to
stuff
him.
out.
Cause some stuff ain't right over there.
It
But
ain't my
Nadine just
problem.
gonna,
That's a you
I'ma just try
problem.
to do what I do just to be okay.
I am just living day by day like the rest of us.
There you go. And then another
Right.
thing we have to do is also tune out the thoughts in our mind. That's my default also. It's not a good, it's to turn it off.
Yeah.
Stop thinking what you think people are thinking. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong, but why do you carry that burden
Why
to do?
bother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are
Yep.
you with that burden? You don't
Yep.
need it.
Yes.
All
I
it's doing
tell
is
my
making
son
you
that.
older and closer to
Yep.
death.
Yep.
So,
I tell him, I think every day, why are you worried about what somebody else is thinking, could be
mhm,
thinking, didn't think? Why are you wasting your whole thought process
existence to do
on
that.
what
Yeah.
somebody else may or may not be doing? You can't
Yep.
control nobody but
There you go.
yourself.
There you go. There you go.
Like your life would be a lot easier if you just adapt this that I'm
No,
telling
for real though. For real. And then that's where the parts, and I know you feel it, that's where the parts sometimes it almost seems like a selfishness, but in actuality, it is not.
It does feel
It's
like
just,
it's
yes,
selfishness
it does feel
first when you first start
when you
practicing it. It
start
does.
doing it. Yep.
Yes.
Because we're
Yep.
so used to giving in.
Yes.
When you
Yep.
start defending yourself for you, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
You feel
like
like
anything,
you're doing
practice
something
becomes
wrong.
perfect.
And here the wrong was done to you,
Mm-hmm.
and the envy
Mm-hmm.
was put on you for an unjustly reason.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're making excuses for why you're choosing you
To
because
do.
of
Mm-hmm.
the envy that had been thrown on you
On
unjustly.
you.
Like this
Mm-hmm.
is just a
Mm-hmm.
whole ring circus all in itself.
Like for yeah, that
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
So I can't
So
just be me in peace.
no. Mm-mm. And
Man,
nowadays, even the trending stuff, like when you watch the Karens and the Kevins, that's envy on a roller skate. That
yeah. Yeah.
or
And
I drive a nice car. You don't even know how I have the car. You don't know what I pay.
you
But there you
you don't
go.
even know if it's really mine.
It,
Why you
that's
envying
another
what
thing I
you see
used to
on
do, Kat.
TV?
When
What?
I realize that someone that I am close to, that I love, envy me, do you know sometimes I lied? If I
Ah,
really owned it, I had to say it wasn't mine.
what?
Just to be us. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
did.
gosh.
No, your sister, yeah. I've done a lot of things to let people be okay. I have done that. Or I wouldn't say, or I can't say what I got. If I really had something, I don't
Because
speak
you
of it.
knew what that was going to bring about.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because it's as if I wasn't supposed to.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Well,
I would do that. I would hide.
I hope that this discussion has touched some other people
Mm-hmm.
and what they've had to deal with in their lives, or maybe that they are dealing with right now. Like we've said, the reason for our discussions is to let you know that you are not alone, that there is nothing wrong with you, that we
Mm-hmm.
are all in this melting pot together, and there's
Mm-hmm.
just some things that people just don't talk about that we are.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it because it's
And
real.
yep. Just know
Just
you're human, and I mean, even me saying it, you still kind of feel kind of, oh God, I just said that.
yeah, yeah.
because because I struggle with it in my mind. This is nothing new. I've
Hmm.
been doing it so long.
Right.
But then when if so it means if you have to talk to someone, talk, because when you do that is how you even find some form of peace, to be okay, that it's okay to choose you. It's okay to limit the people that are doing that to you,
Hmm. Hmm.
if they need to be on the back row or this, yeah, they could be back there. You ain't got to be mad and do all this extra stuff. But
Right.
it's not deserving to be in the front row of your life, because it does hold
Right.
you back. It
Right.
holds you back.
It does.
Yeah, you won't
Yep.
spread your wing as much as you should
No,
because you
because
don't have any
it's
cheerleader there for
working
you.
on you in the mind.
Yes, it is. It is. It is
Mhm.
in the mind. It
It's a
is.
mind trip.
It is. It is. And like we've always spoke, you got to learn to rewire sometimes. As you're
Yes.
getting older, you have to learn how to.
Reprogram yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You
Because the
have
way
to.
society has programmed us is just all wrong and backwards. And it's
Hmm.
no wonder that we're all a mess out here.
Hmm.
And
And ain't
so
no shame in it too.
it
I
ain't
mean,
none. No, because we're
because
all in the same
we still,
boat.
yeah, yeah. The shame would be is if you just kept letting it happen and not do nothing.
That's the shame.
That's where the shame is. You know,
Expecting the change and doing the
and
same
still
thing
do the
over and
same
over again.
stuff. Yep.
Isn't that what
That
they
right
said
there.
the definition of crazy is when you
Yup.
keep doing the same thing,
And
expecting
I
the
know I may act crazy, but I ain't. Cap,
ah,
cap. I'm
what?
not crazy.
What?
I ain't forget.
Been messing with me for the last hour since we've been in the studio. She been picking on me, y'all.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah." That yeah was like, "Yeah, go ahead and believe her if you want."
But that's why sometimes when you hear me go on the defense, cat, these are the things that I struggle with in my mind. So he puts a reasoning to why I say or sometimes I sound so strong on some stuff. It's because I know I am still fighting.
Right.
So it's like I'm trying to let me hear me do it.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
I gotta defend it.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's
Yep.
about time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. Well, this went by. Our podcasts are starting to go by really fast now.
I
We'll
know.
be up to that hour real soon. Well, we're gonna
Well,
go ahead.
matter of fact, I don't you probably said it, but and our journey is different in that perspective. But how do you or you don't how do you do that?
How do I do?
Like handle
Do envy? So I too, like you, I grew up with having to deal with it, having to dim my light because uh, family members, just I, it didn't matter what I did, it just always was a problem.
mm-hmm,
And it was just me being me, but me being me was an issue to other people.
mm-hmm,
So like you, I had to learn how to I kind of most of the time I went into a shell to and tried to confine
mm-hmm.
myself and not be so who
Bright.
I've always been. Yes, so bright, so because I've always been that. I've always been a big personality. I've always
Mhm,
been the one that always seemed to be right in front of the camera, right in front of everything that was going on. It just is the way that my life went. And because of that, I had to kind of do this when I got around the family. And I'm not kidding. You literally would see me
feel it. Yep.
hunch into a shell because now I'm trying to contain me so
Mm-hmm.
that me
You
doesn't
don't
affect.
bother nobody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now on top of everything else that I
Mm-hmm.
have to deal with in me, now I got to deal with me being me around them.
Yep.
At some point in my 20s was when I started getting angry about it and
Mm-hmm.
said, "You know what? I'm tired of hiding. I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of having to be something else than what I am because it makes
It
other people
bothered. Mm-hmm.
feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that fair to me?" I always
Mm-hmm.
just felt like it was never fair to me. Things were never fair to me. And I
Mm-hmm.
daggone it, by the time I got into my 20s, I wanted some fairness in life.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I felt I deserved to have some things
Mm-hmm.
to me that was fair that
Mm-hmm.
everybody else seemed to get a piece of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when it came to me, oh
It
no.
wasn't. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yep. Yep. My
Yeah.
life. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was what I did. I honestly I took the effort
Yeah.
attitude en route.
Yeah. And
Forget you
and
guys. You know
and
what?
this.
Because I have got kids that are watching me, and I don't want
Mm-hmm.
my
You don't want to
kids to
teach them
think,
that. Yep.
yeah, I
Yep.
don't want them to think
Mm-hmm.
that this is what they have
Mm-hmm.
to do too. No, I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
teach you to be your light
Yeah.
and stand in your in awe
Your
of who
ground. Mm-hmm.
you are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Because
I
I had children a little bit later on, and you see how you just took the ball. What I did was different.
mm-hmm,
I just start removing, like, I was complete loner.
mm-hmm,
That's how I started to fix it,
yeah,
to just be away from everybody. I
mm-hmm.
mean, is that fixing it? I don't think so. But it's how I
You
did.
did what you had to do.
Yeah.
However, it rectified it for you.
Hmm.
That's what you
And
did.
then what you became in your 20s is what I am now in
Yeah.
my late 40s, 50. Now
Mm-hmm.
my strength is strong. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I start owning me at a late age, but hey, better late
Better
than
late
never.
than never. That's right. Absolutely. Yep.
So now I come off as an aggressor, but no, you don't know the battle. You don't know my journey.
Walk in
And
my
guess
shoes
what?
and then
I'm
tell me
wearing that, and I don't mind wearing that
I
label.
know that's right.
Shh, you say what you want, child.
That's what you said. That's what you
I'm
feel.
closer to the grave. I'm going out with a bang somehow. Y'all ain't do this
And I'm going out
to
the
to
right way. I'm going out 100%
strong.
a good, wholesome human being
Mm-hmm.
that cares about other human beings,
Yep.
but also identifies that I too am a human being.
There you go. And I need to own. Yep.
Yeah.
That we said it right on the hour. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this discussion tonight. This was Envy Part 5. We are making some headways now. We're
Mhm.
getting on to episode number 6 coming next week. Woo woo. So we thank you all for being here at this time. If you know of a business or someone with a business that would like to have some soft advertisement, think of us, Sisters on God. We love to help promote you. And if that's something that you would be interested in doing, then you can reach us at our email, Kathy Nadine at Authentic Cats Meow. And it's right here at the bottom of the screen for you. Kathy Nadine at Authentic Cats Meow Podcast.net, podcastflow.net. I'm sorry. I'm reading and still ain't reading right. Also, if there's a topic that you'd like to hear us discuss, hit us up in our email and let us know about that as well. And as always, we thank everyone for being here with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. You all take care. We'll see you all on the flip side.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.